Denny in Virginia, aka the Dory's professional and professional voice actor, aka Abundanicia multi-billionaire extraordinaire, and this is my daily life. So hello everyone, it's been a couple days. I hope you guys are doing alright. Is there something on my forehead? I think it's just acne. Is it just acne? Yep, it's just a pimple. We all have them, we'll deal with it, it's okay. Don't look at it, don't look up there. Anyway, got distracted, but I hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. So this is my daily live, and today is being forced to be resourceful. So I told you guys my car is no longer in existence. It is gone. Thanos snap. Like, I do not have a car anymore. The vehicle that I'm in right now, thankfully, I've been blessed with a family that is willing to let me utilize their vehicles in the meantime whenever they are not using it for work or to travel around, whenever things that they need to do. And so I am so blessed and so grateful for that. And so I am borrowing this vehicle for the time being because I had financial piece to go to at my church, and I'm very excited to start working on finances and forcing myself to confront the gigantic monster that I've allowed it to become just such a massive beast to me in my life, and I'm over it, and it's time to face it for once and for all, and kind of just work on vanquishing it one toe at a time. I'm getting my sword, and I'm going to chop off a toe at a time of debt until it is no more and it is dead. I want my debt to be dead. So, besides that, the topic is being forced to be resourceful. Relates to the debt because the debt is the reason why my car is gone, because it was repossessed. And I got to that point because I didn't understand how to handle money, and so now I have no choice but to force myself to start facing that beast. And in doing so, I'm also being forced to be more resourceful as far as my transportation is concerned. Like I said, I'm currently blessed to have a family and a loving unit that allows me to utilize their vehicles for my personal use when they are not using it for work or for their own purposes. And I am so grateful for that. But other than that, I have been confronted with the fact that I don't have a choice. I have to either walk from place to place that I need to get to, or I need to figure out public transportation, which is still not free, which still doesn't help my wallet, aka the tackling debt and learning how to manage money, but it's still like necessary to be able to do things and continue to look for a job and stuff like that. And so it has just forced me to be more resourceful than I was before, and realize that walking isn't the end of the world. It is not the worst thing in the world, and I too shall be one of those older folk who's like, back in my day I had to walk 5 miles to get to the nearest Walmart or whatever. I'm at least like internalizing that I will get to be one of those people who gets to say, back in my day I had to walk 5 billion miles to get from place to place. I'm looking forward to that time in my life in which I'll be able to say that to you young whippersnappers and be like, you guys have it so easy. You just hop in your little hovercrafts and you just zoom from place to place, but I had to walk because I didn't have a vehicle. I can't wait until that time is a thing, because wow, I'm going to be such a quirky, unique old person, and I can't wait. But for right now, I'm just a quirky, unique 30-something year old. And in the meantime, I have been confronted with having to walk, and I happen to live in the second least walkable city in America. Yay! So I am in Chesapeake, Virginia, and Chesapeake is not a walkable city. Literally driving, it could take you 30 minutes to get from Chesapeake to Chesapeake, and that's driving a vehicle, if traffic is good as well. So imagine having to walk in a place where it would take you 30 minutes to simply drive from one end of the city to the other end of the city. Not the best scenario to be in. And so I am very limited in where I can go now. And so, like I said, I have been forced to be more resourceful and more conscious of time, more conscious of where I need to be and why do I need to be there. Do I even need to give it my time to go there and energy? Now, the great news is, because I have to walk, and I'm using the resource that I've been blessed with, which is my legs, I have been walking more and exercising more and moving my body more, which is fantastic, which is great. I did realize how incredibly out of shape I am. That's another brilliant realization that I already knew, but it's kind of like I have to confront it now. I'm super out of shape. That stinks as well. But the resourcefulness really comes in when it comes to finding transportation to areas that aren't within a mile radius of me, because any more than a mile walking, and then we're getting into okay, 2 miles, okay. 3 miles, I don't know if I want to walk 3 miles somewhere and 3 miles back. That's not really me, who I am right now in life. And so the resourcefulness really came in when it comes to like finally confronting my fear of public transportation. So I am incredibly directionally challenged, and so I always relied on my GPS, even within my own city. I always had my GPS on, going from place to place. But now that I do not have my vehicle, I cannot depend on my GPS to use a vehicle. So I have to depend on either walking someplace or using public transportation. I have always been afraid of public transportation because I cannot read a map. I do not understand routes, and I don't know where they be going and how to stop and where's the stops. I don't know how, I can't read the routes. And so I've always had this major fear of public transportation because I am directionally challenged and I don't understand, how do I get from point A to point B? If I have to transfer here, where do I transfer? How can I transfer? Is it even possible to get there by time? It's just a lot for me, and mentally I just never wanted to confront it because I was so paranoid by having to confront my lack of direction when it comes to public transportation. So I always like stayed away from it and always just used my vehicle. But now I have to use public transportation, and I rode the bus in my area for the first time in my life, and it wasn't bad. Wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. So it's just, when push comes to shove and you know you have to do what you have to do, you have to get to where you need to get to. At the end of the day, no matter how bad the situation seems, you have the ability to be resourceful enough to get there and figure it out and confront some fears and step out of your comfort zone so that you can get to where you know you need to be. And so that is where I am right now, is being forced to be resourceful, being forced to walk, being forced to take public transportation because I no longer have my vehicle. And now I'm learning I can do this. I can navigate public transportation. I can walk 3 miles to get to wherever I need to get to. It's okay. I can do it, and it's possible as long as I just plan ahead. As long as I just do the thing. It is okay. You can be resourceful. You can be forced. Don't wait until you're forced to be resourceful is what I want you guys to know, because I am being forced right now, and it is a lot of pressure. But you got to do what you got to do. And in this season, we got to be very resourceful, very, very resourceful, very intentional with our time, very intentional with taking advantage of the resources we have within our own backyard. Those resources that we have been kind of scoffing or like forgetting about, or like being like, well, I have this, why would I ever need that? And so now's the time when you realize how many resources you truly have to be able to still thrive regardless of what life is throwing at you. So that's all I have for this live today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful, blessed one. I don't know if you can hear the ASMR of the raindrops, drop tops, dropping from the sky. Oh, gosh. But, yeah, it's raining right now, so I really want to go inside before it gets any worse. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. And until next time, all I have to say is goodbye. Also, wait, no, not goodbye. I want to know, how have you been resourceful this month? The month's almost done. We're in March 2025. So let me know in the comments, how exactly have you been either forced or voluntarily resourceful in your life? So until next time, all I have to say is goodbye.